Imagine being in the depths of the ocean, surrounded by a darkness so thick that you can barely see your own hand. Suddenly, an immense shadow moves beside you. What would you do if you knew that these creatures aren't just myths or legends, but real? In this video, you will discover 9 of the most terrifying marine creatures that inhabit the depths of our planet. Get ready to encounter the darkest and most frightening aspects of the seas, where every second could be the difference between life and a meeting with the unknown. Subscribe to my channel. I'd be thrilled to have you with me. Creature number 1, the Ningen. Imagine, if you will, sailing through the vast oceans of Japan or the icy waters near Antarctica. The sea is calm, but suddenly, something absolutely astonishing emerges from the surface. It's not an ordinary whale, nor a dolphin, or any marine creature you've ever seen before. It's something far more mysterious and fascinating. This being is known as the Ningen. Ningens are creatures that resemble whales, but with an incredible characteristic. They have human-like features. Imagine a blend of a whale and a human, gracefully swimming in the depths of the ocean. It's hard to believe, but many people over the years have claimed to have seen these creatures. The story of the Ningens isn't new. Tales of these mysterious beings have circulated for decades, especially among fishermen and sailors who spend a lot of time at sea. However, what truly brought the world's attention to the possible existence of the Ningens was a video made by Japanese whale researchers in 2010. That year, a group of scientists from Japan was conducting an expedition in the icy waters of Antarctica. They were part of the Japan Agency for Marine Earth Science and Technology, a respected organization that studies marine life. During one of these expeditions, something extraordinary happened. The underwater cameras captured images of a large creature with rounded features, an enigmatic smile, and 2 enormous bright white eyes. What could this be? At first, the scientists thought it might be a new species of whale. After all, the ocean is vast and there is still much to be discovered. However, as they analyzed the images, it became clear that this creature didn't resemble any known whale. The shape of the body, the eyes, and that strange smile indicated something different, something that appeared more human than any whale ever seen. The news spread quickly, and the video became an internet sensation. People from all over the world watched the footage, debating and speculating about what exactly that creature could be. Some claimed it was definitive proof of the Ningen's existence, while others remained skeptical, believing it could be just an illusion or an elaborate hoax. But for those who believe, the story of the Ningens is more than just a marine mystery. It's a story that makes us question how much we really know about our planet and the beings that inhabit it. The oceans cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface, and we still know very little about what lurks in their depths. Who knows how many other incredible creatures, like the Ningens, are waiting to be discovered? Japanese fishermen have many stories about encounters with Ningens. Some say they've seen these beings swimming alongside their boats on clear nights when the full moon illuminates the sea. Others tell of hearing strange and melodious sounds coming from the depths, as if the Ningens were singing or communicating in some way. These accounts add a touch of magic and mystery to the legend of the Ningens. Moreover, there is a fascinating Japanese legend that dates back centuries. It is said that Ningens were once humans who, for some reason, were transformed into marine creatures. They wander the oceans, guarding the sea's secrets and avoiding contact with humans. This legend, though fantastical, echoes the sense of mystery and curiosity that the Ningens arouse in everyone who hears about them. What makes the Ningens even more intriguing is the rarity of sightings. Unlike other marine animals, which can be seen relatively often, the Ningens are extremely elusive. They seem to avoid human presence, appearing only in fleeting moments before disappearing again into the dark depths of the ocean. This makes each sighting a unique and unforgettable event, further fueling the fascination with these creatures. The 2010 video is not the only evidence of the possible existence of the Ningens. Over the years, various photos and reports of sightings have emerged, although many have been discredited as hoaxes or misidentifications. However, the consistency of some descriptions and the passion of those who claim to have seen the Ningens keep alive the hope that these beings might indeed exist. Imagine being on a boat, sailing through the calm waters of Japan or Antarctica, when suddenly a Ningen emerges. Its large, bright eyes meet yours, and for a moment, you feel an inexplicable connection with this creature. It's an experience that few have had, but that everyone who hears about the Ningens can vividly imagine. Who knows? Perhaps one day, you'll be fortunate enough to spot a Ningen and become part of this incredible story. Until then, we will continue to dream and marvel at the stories of these incredible creatures that swim silently in the ocean's depths, hiding secrets that humanity has yet to discover. Creature number 2, the Kanji Jellyfish. Now imagine swimming in the crystal clear waters of Australia. The sun is shining brightly, and the sea is calm and inviting. You're enjoying yourself, swimming carefree, when suddenly you feel a slight sting. It almost doesn't hurt, it feels like a tiny scratch. But what you don't know is that you've just been stung by one of the ocean's most dangerous creatures, the tiny but incredibly frightening Kanji jellyfish. The Kanji jellyfish is so small it fits on the tip of your finger, measuring just 1 centimeter in diameter. Despite its tiny size, it carries a potent and terrifying venom. What makes this jellyfish so frightening isn't the physical pain of the sting, which is almost imperceptible, but the devastating psychological effects it triggers. Soon after being stung, you may not feel anything immediately. But in no time, a strange sensation begins to take over your body. A feeling of fear and anxiety sets in, quickly escalating to an overwhelming sense of despair. It's as if a dark cloud of anguish hovers over you, a sense that something terrible is about to happen, but you don't know what. This intense feeling of dread is so overwhelming that victims often feel driven to harm themselves just to escape the suffering. This state of terror can last up to 2 weeks, leaving the person in a constant state of emotional agony. That's why the Kanji jellyfish is considered one of the most dangerous creatures in the ocean, despite its minuscule size. The story of the Kanji jellyfish isn't new. Locals and marine researchers in Australia are well aware of the dangers posed by this creature. It is primarily found in the waters to the north of Australia, but can also be spotted in other tropical regions. Local authorities warn swimmers of the danger, and some beaches have protective nets installed to keep these creatures away from bathers. Victims of the Kanji jellyfish often share chilling stories of their experiences. Imagine an experienced surfer who has spent a lifetime facing enormous waves without fear, suddenly overwhelmed by indescribable panic after being stung. Or a professional diver, accustomed to exploring the depths of the ocean, suddenly feeling helpless and terrified. In addition to emotional suffering, the sting of the Kanji can cause other severe physical symptoms, such as intense pain, sweating, nausea, vomiting, and elevated blood pressure. In some cases, blood pressure can rise so high that it may lead to brain hemorrhages or heart attacks. Therefore, it's essential to seek immediate medical attention if you suspect you've been stung by one of these jellyfish. Despite all the fear this creature evokes, it also sparks curiosity among scientists. Researchers study the Kanji jellyfish to better understand its venom and find ways to treat its stings. They explore coral reefs and tropical waters, collecting samples and observing these fascinating creatures in their natural habitat. What makes the Kanji even more intriguing is how such a small creature can have such a significant impact. It reminds us that, in the natural world, size is not synonymous with danger. Even the smallest beings can have the most profound and devastating effects. The Kanji also makes us reflect on how much we still have to learn about the ocean and its creatures. The sea is vast and mysterious, with many secrets still undiscovered. Each new discovery brings us a little closer to understanding the complex ecosystem that exists beneath the waves. For the adventurers who dare to swim in Australian waters, it's important to remember to take precautions. Always heed local warnings, wear protective clothing when necessary, and, above all, respect the power of nature. Because even though we can't see the Kanji jellyfish with the naked eye, its invisible presence can be felt in deeply disturbing ways. So the next time you think about taking a dip in tropical waters, remember the tiny yet deadly Kanji jellyfish. It serves as a reminder that nature is full of wonders and dangers, and that we should always approach the unknown with respect and caution. And who knows? Perhaps its story will inspire a new generation of marine explorers to continue uncovering the mysteries of the ocean, always with a keen eye and a brave heart. Creature number 3, the tongue-eating louse. Imagine being at the bottom of the ocean, where sunlight barely penetrates, and where the creatures that live there seem like they're straight out of a horror movie. Among them is one that is particularly intriguing and terrifying, the tongue-eating louse. This parasitic creature not only looks like something from a nightmare, but also exhibits behavior that stretches the imagination. The tongue-eating louse, scientifically known as Cymothoa exigua, has a rather peculiar and frightening life cycle. It starts its journey as a tiny, insect-like creature swimming freely in the ocean. Its fate, however, is very specific: to find a fish to host it. These parasites are found in waters ranging from California to Ecuador, and also in the Atlantic Ocean. Once it finds a host fish, the tongue-eating louse attaches itself to the fish's gills, where it begins its sinister transformation. It slowly makes its way to the fish's mouth, anchoring itself at the base of the tongue. From this point, the parasite starts feeding on the fish's blood, eventually causing the tongue to atrophy and disappear entirely. But that's just the beginning of the story. The real horror begins when the louse takes the place of the fish's tongue. Yes, you heard that right. It literally becomes the fish's new tongue. Using its legs to firmly anchor itself in the fish's mouth, the louse starts to function as if it were the original tongue, helping the fish to manipulate and swallow food. In return, it feeds on the nutrients that pass through the fish's mouth, thus surviving. Imagine a fish swimming in the ocean, seemingly normal, but with a parasite instead of a tongue. It's such a strange and fascinating concept that it feels like it could have come straight from a sci-fi or horror film. For the fish, having a parasite as a tongue is not exactly an advantage, but it manages to survive and even thrive despite this bizarre intruder. Fishermen and marine biologists studying these parasites have intriguing stories about their discoveries. Often, when they open the mouth of a captured fish, they find the tongue-eating louse inside, staring back at them. It's a moment of amazement and curiosity, a reminder of how strange and complex the relationships in the natural world can be. In addition to its bizarre behavior, the tongue-eating louse raises questions about evolution and survival. How did a creature develop such a unique and effective method of survival, and why specifically target fish to complete its life cycle? These are questions that scientists continue to investigate as they explore the depths of the ocean and uncover more about these intriguing parasites. Curiously, despite its frightening appearance and parasitic lifestyle, the tongue-eating louse does not pose a direct threat to humans. However, it serves as a powerful reminder that the ocean is full of creatures that challenge our understanding, and that nature always finds surprising and sometimes disturbing ways to adapt and survive. So the next time you think about exploring the depths of the sea, or even observing a fish in an aquarium, remember the tongue-eating louse. This small creature, with its extraordinary behavior, shows us that nature is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. And who knows? Perhaps one day you might be part of the team of scientists unraveling the hidden secrets of the oceans, discovering new and incredible marine life stories. Creature number 4, Bozu, the sea monk. Imagine being on a boat in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by the dark expanse of water, with only the stars and moon to light your way. Suddenly, a colossal shadow emerges from the depths, blocking out the light and inducing a sense of absolute terror. This is the image many Japanese fishermen have in mind when they talk about the Bozu, a mythical creature that inhabits the waters around Japan. Bozu are described as enormous sea monsters, so large that they can easily overturn boats. They are known for their dark and mysterious appearance, completely black, with no hair, and possessing arms that resemble serpents. These sea monks, as they are called, owe their name to their appearance, which is reminiscent of a bald monk, but with a frightening twist. Stories about Bozu have been passed down through generations, particularly among Japan's fishing communities. Many of these tales start in the same way. A group of fishermen sets out to sea on a seemingly calm night in search of a good catch. As the night progresses, they begin to sense a strange presence around them, a feeling of being watched. Suddenly, without warning, The Bozu emerges from the depths. Its imposing appearance and serpentine arms cause immediate panic. Some reports say the creature is capable of emitting a deafening sound, like a deep roar that echoes through the water, intensifying the fishermen's terror even further. One of the most famous stories about the Bozu involves a group of fishermen who, upon seeing the creature, tried to appease it by offering a barrel of water. Legend has it that the Bozu took the barrel and, in a swift movement, used it to fill the boat with water, attempting to sink it. Desperate, the fishermen narrowly escaped, but the story spread, serving as a warning to other sailors about the dangers of the waters where the Bozu might be lurking. But what could be the origin of these mythical creatures? Some scientists and folklore scholars suggest that sightings of Bozu might be explained by natural phenomena, such as sudden storms or the appearance of large giant squids, which are also common in Japanese waters. These squids can reach impressive sizes and, under certain lighting and weather conditions, might easily be mistaken for sea monsters. Another interesting theory is that Bozu might have been created by the fertile imagination of Japanese fishermen who spent long nights at sea, often under harsh and dangerous conditions. In such circumstances, it's easy for the human mind to conjure terrifying figures that personify the perils of the unknown ocean. Despite rational explanations, the tales of Bozu continue to captivate and terrify. They serve as a powerful reminder of the ocean's mystery and beauty, a place where the line between reality and imagination can easily blur. Even if we never encounter a real Bozu, the legends stand as a testament to Japan's rich culture and folklore, teaching us to respect and fear the sea, one of the greatest mysteries of our planet. So the next time you hear the sound of waves gently lapping at the shore or gaze out over the vast ocean, remember the stories of the Bozu. Think of the fishermen who, night after night, face the dark and unknown depths, always with a watchful eye, hoping they do not encounter the sea monk that could turn their tranquil nights into a nightmare. The legends of the Bozu remind us that, despite how much we have explored, the ocean still holds many secrets, waiting to be discovered. Creature number 5, Humanoid in the Greenland Sea, the mystery of the giant hand. Imagine yourself aboard a submarine, gliding silently through the icy depths of the Greenland Sea. Around you, the absolute darkness is pierced only by the faint glow of the submarine's lights, revealing a mysterious and uncharted underwater world. Suddenly, something unbelievable happens. A gigantic hand, 5 times larger than a human hand, emerges from nowhere and strikes the submarine's window with force. This hand does not resemble anything you've seen before. It appears to belong to a humanoid being, but is clearly not human. The skin is thick and covered with something that looks like a mix of scales and skin. The fingers are long and robust, with webbing between them, suggesting a perfect adaptation to the aquatic environment. The impact of the hand on the submarine's window is strong enough to make the entire structure tremble, and fear overwhelms the crew. This sighting occurred during a research mission in the Greenland Sea. The submarine was exploring the depths in search of new life forms and natural phenomena when the researchers encountered this surreal vision. The submarine's cameras captured every detail, and the footage quickly became a mystery to be solved. But what could this creature be? Some experts suggest it might be an unknown species of marine humanoid, a being adapted to live in the frozen depths of the ocean. Others believe it could be a completely new form of life, something we do not yet understand. The Greenland Sea is one of the least explored regions on the planet, and many secrets remain hidden beneath its dark waters. To gain a better understanding of what they had seen, the researchers used artificial intelligence technology to enhance the images of the creature's head. The result was both terrifying and fascinating. The head had an almost human shape, with large, deep-set eyes that seemed to glow with an inner light. There was a mouth, but with no lips, only a thin line that curved into a sinister smile. The scientists were divided on what to do next. Some wanted to continue exploring the area in search of more evidence, while others felt it was too dangerous. After all, if this creature was as large and strong as it appeared, it could pose a significant threat to anyone who ventured too close. Stories of marine humanoids are not new. Since ancient times, sailors and explorers have reported encounters with mysterious beings in the ocean's depths. Some of these stories have become legends, such as mermaids and mermen, beings that are part human, part fish. But what the submarine researchers found in the Greenland Sea seemed to be something entirely different, something that challenges our understanding of the natural world. Amidst all the excitement and fear, the discovery also brought a sense of humility. The ocean is vast and full of secrets, and even with all our modern technology, we are still only beginning to scratch the surface of its mysteries. Each new discovery reminds us of how little we know about the world we live in and how many wonders and dangers remain to be revealed. So, the next time you gaze out at the ocean, think of the unexplored depths of the Greenland Sea and the giant hand that appeared on a submarine's window. Imagine the creatures that might be down there, living their lives in the shadows, far from human eyes. The sea holds many secrets, and the story of the humanoid in the Greenland Sea is a reminder that there is still much to be discovered. What does this giant hand truly belong to? Is it an unknown species waiting to be discovered? Or is it something beyond our understanding, a mystery that will continue to intrigue us for generations? Only time and the courage of underwater explorers can provide answers. Until then, the humanoid in the Greenland Sea remains one of the greatest enigmas of the ocean's depths. Creature number 6, breathing disc in Canada, the enigma of Ontario's waters. Imagine a tranquil afternoon near Goderich, Ontario in Canada. The scene is peaceful, with the gentle sound of waves lapping at the shore and the majestic view of the nuclear power plant in the distance. But then, something completely unusual happens. A mysterious disc starts to emerge from the water. It's not just any disc, it appears to be breathing. Let's rewind a bit and understand what happened. A group of curious onlookers was filming the waters near the nuclear plant when they noticed something strange. From a distance, it looked like a large rock or perhaps a piece of debris. But as they approached, they saw that the disc was pulsating, as if it were breathing. It was both a fascinating and frightening sight. The disc had a greenish color and seemed to be covered by a slimy layer. Approximately the size of a dining table, its surface appeared to ripple rhythmically, as though it was inhaling and exhaling slowly. It was a scene that would intrigue anyone. The viewers began to throw objects into the water to see if the disc would react. Stones, branches, and even bits of food were tossed towards the breathing disc. However, the disc remained unperturbed, showing no reaction to the external stimuli. This only heightened the mystery. What could this strange creature be? Some scientists suggested it could be a type of mutated marine animal, possibly affected by the proximity to the nuclear power plant. Radiation might have caused mutations in a common marine species, transforming it into this enigmatic breathing disc. This theory was alarming, as it suggested that pollution and radiation were creating new forms of life in unpredictable ways. Others speculated that it could be a completely new form of life, something we had not yet cataloged or studied. The ocean, after all, is a vast and mysterious place. There are so many species we have yet to discover, and each new find reminds us of how little we know about the underwater world. Stories of encounters with mysterious creatures are common in coastal communities. Fishermen and locals frequently report sightings of strange beings in the waters. But the breathing disc of Goderich was different. It did not behave like any known creature, and its presence near a nuclear power plant raised many questions about human impact on the environment. For the locals, the disc became an attraction. People came from afar to try and see it and take photos. The phenomenon generated so much interest that even local authorities began to investigate. Marine life experts were called in to study the disc, but so far, no definitive conclusions have been reached. One thing is certain. The breathing disc of Ontario captured the imagination of everyone who saw it. Its mysterious presence, combined with the peculiar environment near the nuclear power plant, created a story that seems straight out of a science fiction film. It is a powerful reminder that even in the modern world, many mysteries remain to be uncovered. So, the next time you are near a large body of water, especially in unusual places like near a nuclear power plant, pay attention. Who knows, you might encounter a breathing disc or another mysterious creature? The world is full of secrets waiting to be discovered, and each new discovery reminds us of the incredible diversity and complexity of life on Earth. And thus, the breathing disc of Ontario continues to be one of Canada's greatest enigmas, a story that captivates and fascinates, challenging our understanding of the natural world and human impact on it. Creature number 7, the Lancet Fish, the mysterious predator of the depths. Imagine the dark and mysterious depths of the ocean, where sunlight does not penetrate and the environment is as fascinating as it is frightening. It is in this setting that we encounter the Lancet Fish, a creature that seems to have come straight out of a horror story. The Lancet Fish, also known as the sawfish, is one of the most enigmatic and intimidating residents of the seas. These fish can grow to impressive sizes, becoming true giants of the depths. But what truly captures attention are their teeth. Enormous and sharp, these teeth are perfectly suited to their peculiar diet. The Lancet Fish is not an ordinary predator. It is a cannibal, meaning it does not hesitate to hunt and eat other fish of the same species. Just imagine a world where you cannot even trust your own kind. This cannibalistic trait makes the Lancet Fish a fierce hunter, feared by many. But as if that weren't enough, the Lancet Fish is also dangerous to humans. Although encounters with this creature are rare due to the depths it inhabits, fishermen and divers who venture into deeper waters might occasionally come across these frightening fish. Their menacing appearance and aggressive behavior make these encounters something to be avoided. The Lancet Fish inhabits both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, lurking in depths where few other creatures dare to venture. In these depths, they move with a lethal grace, their sharp fins slicing through the water silently as they hunt their prey. Interestingly, Lancet fish have a fascinating biology. Their bodies are adapted to withstand the intense pressure of the ocean's depths. Their scales are resilient and their jaws incredibly powerful. The combination of strength, agility, and sharp teeth makes them efficient and feared predators. Stories of encounters with the Lancet fish are shared among fishermen and sailors. One such story involves a group of fishermen who, while casting their nets in deep waters, hauled a Lancet fish onto the deck. The fish, with its teeth on display, caused panic among the crew. They quickly realized they were dealing with a creature unlike anything they had seen before. Its jaws seemed capable of cutting through anything, and the cold gleam in its eyes indicated a sharp, predatory instinct. These stories serve as a reminder that the ocean still holds many secrets. Creatures like the Lancet fish demonstrate that, despite advances in science and technology, there is still much to discover and understand about the inhabitants of the deep sea. For scientists, the Lancet fish is a fascinating subject of study. Its unique biology and intriguing behavior offer valuable insights into life in the ocean's depths. Researchers study these fish to understand how they have survived and evolved in such a hostile environment. This research not only helps us better understand the Lancet fish, but also sheds light on the complex interactions within the marine ecosystem. And for those of us fascinated by mysteries and strange creatures, the Lancet fish represents a reminder that the natural world is vast and full of wonders. Even in a world where we think we have seen it all, there is always something new and incredible waiting to be discovered. So, the next time you hear about the strange and wonderful inhabitants of the ocean's depths, remember the Lancet fish. With its sharp teeth and cannibalistic behavior, it is a true predator of the deep, a creature that continues to captivate our imagination and remind us of how little we still know about the mysteries of the ocean. Creature number 8, Crabzilla, the giant of the British depths. Imagine a tranquil afternoon in Whitstable, a charming seaside town in the UK. The sea is calm, and people stroll along the beach, unaware of the incredible secret that might be hidden beneath the waves. In 2014, an extraordinary event shook the peaceful routine of this coastal town. Reports of a giant crab dubbed Crabzilla began to circulate, and it has since become a legend blending mystery and fascination. The story began with a group of young people who, during one of their fishing adventures, spotted something that defied logic. Looking out over the horizon, they encountered a colossal creature emerging from the water. Measuring an impressive 15 meters across, the crab appeared to be a marvel of nature, a sight both amazing and frightening. Its size was so vast that many found it hard to believe their eyes. This enormous crustacean had an appearance worthy of monsters from tales, with gigantic pincers and a robust carapace reflecting the sunlight. The descriptions didn't end there. Reports indicated that Crabzilla moved slowly through the shallow waters near the shore, its large eyes peering curiously towards the beach. The magnitude of the creature was so great that it seemed almost otherworldly. As days passed, more and more people began to report sightings and take photos. These images, though not very clear, showed a large, round, and thick object which appeared to be shaped like a giant crab. The phenomenon gained so much attention that even satellite images were analyzed. Some of these images showed what appeared to be a large circular blot in the water, sparking debates among scientists and enthusiasts about the true nature of what was being observed. Some of the images featured a large object in the water that could very well be the Crabzilla described by witnesses. However, the absence of a recent direct sighting left room for speculation and theories. The mystery only deepened when local people began to report that Crabzilla had suddenly disappeared, as if it had never existed. But the impact of the stories and images remained. The residents of Whitstable, initially skeptical, began to entertain the possibility that the giant might have actually visited their town. Historically, the region has a rich tradition of legends and mysterious creatures, which only fueled the fascination with the Crabzilla story. Scientists, on the other hand, remain skeptical. The idea of a 15-meter crab is difficult to accept, as such large crabs are unknown in marine biology. Some explanations suggest that the sighting might have been an optical illusion or a case of mistaken identity, perhaps involving a large object or even an unknown marine creature. Others speculate that the creature could be a type of mutant giant crab, a fascinating but unconfirmed possibility. The legend of Crabzilla continues to be one of the most captivating stories of the British coast. Fishermen, tourists, and even sea monster hunters have shown interest in this enigmatic creature. For many, the story of Crabzilla is a reminder that even in a world extensively explored, there is still room for the unknown and the wonderful. Crabzilla may be an unsolved mystery, a legend born of vivid imagination and visual reports, but the possibility that something so large and intriguing might be hidden in the depths of the sea continues to capture our imagination. So, the next time you are on the coast of Kent, gazing at the calm sea, remember the stories about Crabzilla. You might not see the giant crab, but the mystery and adventure it brought to Whitstable still live on in the imagination of those who believe in sea legends. Who knows what else might be lurking in the deep and unknown waters? Creature number 9, the mysterious hand of the Greenland Sea. Imagine yourself in a submarine, descending into the icy depths of the Greenland Sea. The environment is silent, with the water around you conveying a deep and mysterious blue. The crew is on board, observing the underwater wonders through the submarine's reinforced windows. They are used to seeing common fish and marine creatures, but what happens next is breathtaking. At first, everything seems normal. The submarine glides smoothly through the cold water, exploring the abyssal environment. The researchers and crew, excited about their discoveries, watch images of the seabed and schools of fish swimming calmly as they descend. But then, something unexpected happens. As the submarine slowly passes through a less explored area, a massive humanoid hand suddenly appears at the submarine's window. No, it isn't a trick of the light or a play of shadows. This hand is gigantic, 5 times larger than a normal human hand, and its proportions are almost supernatural. The hand appears to be made of dark, spiky skin, with long, thin fingers that move in an almost hypnotic manner. The sight is so astonishing that the crew initially falls silent, absorbing the magnitude of what is before them. What was a routine day of underwater exploration has transformed into a moment of sheer awe and mystery. The video captured by the submarine's camera shows the humanoid hand extended and pressed against the window, as if curious about the visitors. The texture of the hand's skin seems adapted to the icy, deep environment, and the movement of the fingers gives the impression that the hand is examining its own presence, just as the submarine's observers are examining it. The crew tries to identify what this hand could be, but there is no conventional explanation. The size and shape do not match any known marine animal. Theories range from the possibility of a new species of marine creature to more fantastic speculations, such as the presence of an unknown humanoid being living in the frozen depths. Some experts suggest that the hand might belong to a giant marine organism yet to be cataloged, possibly a new type of polypoid or a life form adapted to the extreme conditions of Greenland. Others believe the site could be an illusion caused by ocean currents and reflections. But based on the clarity of the images and the detailed description of what was seen, many continue to wonder if we are indeed witnessing a new form of life. The video has created a frenzy in the scientific community and the media. Researchers around the world have begun discussing what might be hidden in the ocean's depths, where few people dare to go. The story spread quickly, and soon the submarine video was being analyzed and debated at conferences and online forums. As the mystery of the humanoid hand continues to fascinate and intrigue, one thing is certain: the Greenland Sea still holds many secrets. Whether there is truly a humanoid creature living in the icy depths, or if we are merely catching a glimpse of the ocean's vast unknown, the video serves as a powerful reminder of how much there is still to explore and discover beneath the cold, mysterious waters. So, the next time you gaze out at the sea, remember that behind the waves and beneath the depths, there is a vast, unexplored world full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. The Greenland Sea may be a place of profound enigmas and creatures that challenge our understanding, and the humanoid hand is just one of the many secrets the ocean still holds.